Hey, Captain Logos here, preacher at large, teaching the word and inspiring, 3 minutes at a time. Hey, in Acts chapter 7, excuse me, let me clear my throat there. Stephen is being on trial. He's talking to the high priest. They're not sure what he's trying to say, and the high priest in the beginning of chapter 7 tells him, "Are these things so?" And he's talking about Jesus and the death of Jesus and how they crucified Jesus, right? Well, the whole of chapter 7, which is a pretty long chapter, Stephen goes into this long defense, right? And he starts telling them, he recounts all the way back to Abraham and in Joseph and in Egypt and everything that went on. And he's going in and he's teaching and he's telling them the truth. He's telling them the very words of God, right? So they know he's right, but they don't like what he's saying. Okay? And they're getting madder and madder and madder at him. And at some point, if you look at the discourse about 3/4 of the way through chapter 7, and it says they were cut to the quick, and they bull rushed him, and they begin to stone him. Right? Stephen's one of the first martyrs for the gospel, right? Because they end up killing him. But the thing there is, as he spoke the truth, the people couldn't stand it. And the more he spoke the truth, the madder it made him. Does it remind you of anything? Yeah. Sort of like our society today. The more we speak the truth, the madder they get. They just can't stand it. They can't stand the truth. But you know what? Stephen stood there and told them the truth. Now, he lost his life for telling the truth. And I'm wondering today if we're willing to just stand up there and take a little bit of criticism. Because most likely we're not going to lose our life. We may, but most likely we're not. But we'll never know, because most people won't stand there and tell people the truth when they come at them. When they call them names. When they get aggressive. But we got to be able to stand and tell the truth in this time, in this day, in this age. Things are getting worse and worse for the Christian. It's time for Christians to stand up. It's time for Christians to start speaking the truth. Right? We got to be able to stand in the face of perseverance, and we got to be able to speak the truth. We can speak it in love, just like Stephen spoke it in love. But we need to speak the truth, and we need to stand. There's too many Christians not speaking the truth. And when we're starting to come under persecution for the first time in our country, we better learn to stand, and we better learn the truth, and we better learn to speak the truth in love, no matter the circumstances and no matter the cost. Now, put your face in the Bible.